Alright, AOD gang, welcome back to another Team D gang video about Doctor Who. As you have read by the title or the thumbnail, this is my review on Doctor Who Season 2. It has been over 6 weeks now of recording. It has been over 6 weeks since the end of Doctor Who Season 2. I've made similar videos to this. Yeah, it's been about 6 weeks since the end of Season 2. And these are my thoughts. And let's just say, oh dear. So before we jump into it, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment on the video of what videos you want to see next. And make sure you share the video with your friends, family, co-workers, anyone. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So, Doctor Who Season 2. It had to have high expectations. It had to reach high levels, in which it sort of did, but did it? We'll go through episode by episode very quickly, and then I'll just give my overall review, overall thoughts, and we'll discuss that twist ending. Okay, episode 1, Robot Revolution. Was it good? Yes. Was it a good opening to a new season? Yes. Was it better than Space Babies? Yes. Was it predictable? Most definitely. Was most of it shown in trailers and clips online? Yeah. The ending of the episode was spoiled online. But still, strong episode. Good introduction to Valada Sethu's character Belinda Chandra. Leading us into episode 2, Lux. Lux, to be honest, is a very good episode. Well, not very good. It's a very good episode. I thought it's a bit slow at the beginning. It's a bit meta in the middle. But overall, it is a good episode. So, I thought Alan coming as Mr. Blingading or Lux, the god of light, I thought he was really good as that. Yeah, it just had more of a fun tone to it. It defo gave off Devil Chords vibes. But yeah, fun episode. Which leads us into The Well, otherwise known as Midnight 2.0. Now, I've got a few grudges about this episode. It's a good episode, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it should have been the Midnight Entity. I think set it on Midnight, all you like, but it should never have been the Midnight Entity. I know it had 500,000 years, or it had so much time to develop and obviously change its ways. But I just think what made the actual episode of Midnight so engaging was it, like, I don't know, it's just a smaller cast and in one location mostly. This went through corridors, different rooms. And also it was just terrifying on its own. I don't know if that's just because maybe Ncuti's performance is Ncuti just can't give off the same terrifying expression as David Tennant. I don't know, but it's still a really good episode. I think though it should have been something like the Vashta Nolada or something like that. or even the flood. The flood would have made more sense. Which moves us on to one of my favourite episodes of the season, which is a bit controversial, but Lucky Lucky Day. Lucky Day. I really, really like this episode. And that's weird because it's Dr. Light. Obviously, I'm a bit biased because I have met Ruby Sunday, Millie Gibson. So I'm a bit biased. But I just thought the episode was really good. It did give off 73 yard vibes. It it was also a bit more grounded as well. And I really also liked the twist of Conrad, and some of the music score as well. This is something throughout the entirety of season 1 and 2 is brilliant. Murray Gold is fantastic. So yeah, I'm a bit biased with Lucky Day and 73 yards because obviously I met Millie, of course. And I've got a signature back there, and I've got a poster there. So a bit biased, but yeah, I think Lucky Day is one of my favourite episodes. But then we lead into one of my least favourite episodes of this season, the story and the engine. Don't get me wrong, it has good moments. Every episode this season has had strong and weak points. But I don't know, I just didn't really like it. I liked the concept. I liked how it delved into different culture. I don't know. It just seemed something just seems a bit off to me about it. Like, um, I mean, yeah, you got the return of Jo Martin's Doctor for literally about 30 seconds, and you got the cameos of all the others, which again it seems to be something Russell just can't let go. He's not let Ncuti have his time to shine, and we'll get on to that in a few minutes. But leading on to one of my favourite ones, again, still under Lucky Day, the Interstellar Song Contest. That episode actually shocked a lot of people because you had the return of Susan, you had the reveal of Delaney, Fiolani, or Mrs. Flood as Delaney, or Mrs. Flood as A. Rani for a little while, and then B. Rani, whatever. And yeah, to be honest, the shot of all of them out in space, literally like that, it was honestly not well. To me, it's not disturbing, but to a younger audience, that would be quite disturbing, and that's what we need in Doctor Who. Some disturbing stuff, like the Peg Dolls back from season 5, no, season 6, I think, series 6, and stuff like that. Leading into again, not really one of my favourites, Wishworld. I have watched Wishworld like, so I watched it twice on a day. Then I rewatched it at the cinema. Then I watched it recently again on a rewatch. So I've watched it 4 times. I've watched Wishworld 4 times. Probably one of my most rewatched Doctor episodes. And to be honest, I don't really like it. It might be because I've watched it 4 times. It seems just generic. It's not good for a penultimate episode. It needs to be better because it is a penultimate episode at the end of the day. It didn't really get into the gist of stuff until like the last 10 minutes. And then you get into the gist of stuff and then it just ends. So they should have done, I would say, remove one episode or swap Story in the Engine and Interstellar around, get rid of Story in the Engine, and make Wishworld Reality War a 3-parter. So, so in theory, Storing the Engine, it would be named something else, but it would be more like you'd spend the episode doing that stuff, basically Wishworld did, and maybe you could spend literally an episode with the Rani causing trouble across, or you know, because we didn't get enough, and that is another issue with Russell's RTD2, and you have seen it in RTD1 as well. The villains, a lot of the villains are quick and easy push of a button done, or they are very, very easily defeated. And that's what a lot of people are hating on. And to be honest, it's a fair grudge. But leading us on to reality war. Ooh, if it wasn't for the extended scenes they filmed earlier in 2025, for where Shooty recorded his regeneration and everything like that, it would have been a really bad episode. It would have been a meh episode. It would not have been that great at all. Because think of it, all the reshot stuff included the farewells about to Belinda. I mean, the technical farewell to Luby. If you want, to Luby Sunday, Millie Gibson, in a way. To obviously the regeneration scene, you wouldn't have got Jodie Whittaker and that scene. Which, to be honest, I think it would have made more sense if it was Susan instead of Jodie. I think it would have just been better if they chose to do Susan instead of Jodie, because that would basically shoot his era up. Basically. Or you could have done Rogue. I mean, I wouldn't have liked it being Rogue, but you could have done it as Rogue. You could have done anyone but Jodie. But she was written really, really well. A lot better than her actual season. But actual 3 seasons, well, more of 2.5 compared to others. But yeah. Now, let's talk about that twist ending in the reality war as we are now onto it. Billie Piper as the Doctor? Question mark. And that is why I put "oh no" in the thumbnail and possibly in the title as well, because you could see it a few ways. Billie Piper being the Doctor. Now, yes, the Doctor did regenerate into Billie Piper, but is Billie Piper playing the Doctor? Is it some sort of like meta crisis in a form of where Bad Wolf has been released from the TARDIS? Because keep in mind, the Bad Wolf stuff is still kept in the TARDIS, and the regeneration energy did look quite like the Bad Wolf regeneration energy that we saw in Parting of the Ways. So yeah, but you could see it another way. We just got David Tennant back literally in 2023 after Jodie Whittaker. We just got all the classic Doctors back in 2022 for the Power of the Doctor. Why do we need to keep bringing back these other Doctors? Let these Doctors have their time to shine. Like, yeah, bring companions back all you like. Fine, that is fun to do. I kind of wish someone like, I don't know, it would make sense if someone like Graham was in at unit. It would make sense if Yaz, or it would make sense for Dan. It would make sense for, to be honest, with the score of when there's tears, there's hope in the reality world, which I really, really love that edition by Murray Gold. It, because it's some excellent piece of music. Like I say, Murray Gold consistent throughout. We need to keep Murray Gold. But bringing back Billy Piper, and to be honest, again, it's the same situation with Ncuti. Billy Piper has excelled her career since Doctor Who back when she left in like 2008, 2009, whatever, or specifically since the 50th in 2013. She has excelled her career a lot, and I know she's spoken about wanting to return, but obviously she's in Wednesday. She's in a big, big Netflix production, Wednesday season 2. We don't know what's happening to her character yet. So in Wednesday, so whether or not she'll be around for a few seasons. If she is, then that's going to create an issue for Doctor Who, because she'll be tied to doing Wednesday. She'll be, and Billy's just been doing other things as well. That's why I've made the conclusion of we need an unknown actor. Like the Matt Smith situation, Matt Smith was unknown before he went to Doctor Who, and he's excelled his career. I mean, you could say quite good. I mean, he was in House of the Dragon, Morbius, and other things like that. So he's excelled his career quite good since Doctor Who. And that's what we need. We need unknown actors. I mean, yeah, with a Disney budget, if Disney stay, you can basically get any actor you want. But, you know, do you want a really big known actor who's very, very tied down to scheduling and to large budget? Like, personally, I would love to see Benedict Cumberbatch as the Doctor. I think he'd make an excellent Doctor, but it's not realistic. He's Doctor Strange. He's in Marvel. He's already Sherlock. And Benedict, he's too big of an actor for Doctor Who now. We need someone more unknown, maybe a British, a Scottish, even a Welsh actor or actress, even, who would be committed to doing Doctor Who. That's what we need. We need an actor or actress who is actually committed to doing Doctor Who. Because Ncuti was, but just look at the episodes he's actually in. I mean, he, as much as Lucky Day is good, like, he's in that for a few minutes. It's the same situation with season 1. It's because he was filming the Netflix show, I think, called Sex Education. But if I don't know, Russell did make Ncuti was alright. He was good. I just really hated all the crying all the time. He's an alien and over fuck knows how old. I mean, and he cries at every situation. But that's a Russell problem. But yeah, I mean, Billy Piper coming back. Say what you want about it, and I mean, she wasn't listed as the Doctor in the credits, whereas Ncuti and Jodie, and in previous seasons where they've been introduced, like Capaldi was, Tennant was, Smith was, I think Whittaker was as well. But yeah, it really does leave Doctor Who in a really, really difficult place, because they will now have to do some sort of special or season or tenure with Billy Piper to explain what's going on. And I just know it's going to be another David Tennant 60th special, not 60th, but 60th special situation, where why have I got this face back? There must be a reason to it. I mean, that was dropped by the end of the first special anyway, mostly. That whole mystery subplot. But it's going to be another one of those situations. Most of the fans know it. Most Whovians know it's going to be that. And to be honest, it shouldn't be. Yes, it was a really big, nice shock. It was a really big, nice, like, shock factor in the cinema. Just suddenly seeing Billy Piper on cinema screen, like, it left. I loved the I loved having that cinema reaction. Some people screamed. Some people were really confused, like I was, and kind of going like, "Okay, so the leaks were true." Um, but I suppose it is what it is. There's been many things saying Russell doesn't even know what he's doing. We just got to wait and see how good the war between the land and the sea is, and then Disney will make their decision into if they continue making Doctor Who. That will leave this video here for today. But if you want to see more Doctor Who videos, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share the videos, comment any form of videos. I've got a ton ready to come out, ready to go. I really hope you like them. Let's get these views up from, say, 15 to 20 views. Let's get them up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the views up. Let's get the subscriber count up from 277. Let's get it to over 300. Let's get it to 1,000 by the end of 2026 or the end of 2027. Depends how long I make YouTube videos for. But let's do that. Until next time, peace.